Here's some of my thoughts on why I think people are losing the imposter syndrome battle. The first reason being that the educational system, they teach you skills, knowledge, political views, but not the foundations of a person.
Sometimes I tell stories about how hard he was on me and that seemed kind of bullying, but he was actually just really trying to help me out because I had a lot of like child actor sort of tics.
You'll learn how to do math, but there's no emphasis on personal discipline, respect, ethics. You will learn to get high scores, but you will not learn to enjoy the process of learning. When you exit school, that is actually the beginning of your whole life of learning of the entire world out there. But if the school did not prepare you for that, then you will feel like an imposter because you don't have the tools to face them.
How did you not, like, at least think of some, at that point, instead of a dry erase board while the baby's head is crowning in her?
I just want to say I do appreciate teachers a lot, but the educational infrastructure is just not sufficient. And if you're curious to know what happens if you respect instead of please people, I made another video on that. If you like what you're seeing so far, hit that like button. This next one is too much family and also remote learning. I kind of just combined them.
Took some time to make the decision for myself. Is there anything else I want to do with my life? Is this what I want to do? And after a while, come to that conclusion. And everything since then has been a decision.
Family is great, but when you're with family, you by default will defer responsibility. And this is critical. Responsibilities create competency. All the little things, little chores that the families are doing for you are all opportunities for you to gain confidence to take care of yourself. This feeds into your self-image in terms of how prepared are you for your life.
Who is worse?
What's a functional family?
I don't know one.
They might
I don't
exist.
have.
I just haven't seen one. Yeah, I haven't
nobody
seen one
has
yet.
one.
No, they're all...
We might have moments of functionality.
And on top of that, if you're learning from a remote educational system, but you are losing a chance to interact with a small social society that will prepare you before they launch you into the real world. And another problem that's making the imposter syndrome worse is that people are trying to win by playing only defense. When you only focus on trying to be safe, you're actually making your situation worse.
It's like you work really hard for the audition, you audition, and the moment you leave the room, forget about it. He says, you don't have the part. This is advice I would have picked up on eventually anyway, but it's been in there since I was 6 or 7.
Whenever you're making a decision, there's always a range of risks. And the best decisions to be made are usually the ones that you have not discovered yet. By trying to be safe, you'll consistently pick the lower quality options that you already know. In return, it gives you bad results and the cycle repeats.
Where I had so much fun doing it, and the next day the part went to someone else, and I remember going, well, that was a really fun day. I actually learned a lot from it. I had
In a way, imposter syndrome is something that really feeds itself the more you believe it. And the last problem that's making this worse is the increased difficulty in communication cross generations. And this is especially harder if you're younger, which I made another video on.
My wife's mother, I call her the interrupting goose because she doesn't listen to a word that I say. If I start talking, I'll be like, it goes like this. I'll be like, I'm thinking...
Especially in the workplace, when you don't understand the expectations and communication styles of all the other generations, you will feel like you're falling behind. The quicker you can adjust, your performance will go up because then you'll actually understand what is expected of you and you can meet them. Then naturally, you'll feel the confidence that you actually deserve the position that you are given.
Try to mention to him and he'll be very grumpy in his phone going, leave him alone. But she just would, sir, Brian, sir, over the nose.
Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with my points on imposter syndrome. It is pretty prevalent. Otherwise, if you want, you can also jump into my other videos that you can enjoy and we can keep on talking.